Set to be one of the biggest events of 2022 for Kate and William, but are they about to ditch a Titanic Hollywood star, and why? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Lovely to see you today. I hope you're keeping well. As you know, Kate and William had a spectacular 2021, and more importantly, they launched that big event for them, Earthshot, which I was lucky enough to attend. Spectacular evening, and now, as he announced on the stage of that event, Prince William is planning to take it all the way over to the United States. We've often told you here on the show that that particular event also looks set to be a very star-studded event once they decide to pick who could be on board. But there's a bigger problem looming right now because, as we know, COP26 also took place up in Scotland in the autumn of last year. Lots of big names popped up, and some rather unexpected names also. Prince William was, of course, one of the star names alongside Catherine, His Royal Highness Prince Charles Camilla, and sadly we didn't get to see Our Gracious Majesty the Queen because she was ill. She sent a wonderful message which really resonated with everybody there, and as ever just spoke perfect sense. I don't know what it is about Her Gracious Majesty the Queen, but she just hits the right tone at every single time. Perhaps it's her age, her wisdom, her years, who knows, but as ever, you do sit back and think, that's exactly what I truly think. How does she do it? But back, of course, to Kate and William, because, as I say, their big event in the United States is Earthshot. And one of the stars that they were looking towards offering to come along and support it was none other than this guy. Now, of course, he was a huge star way back in 1997 when he starred opposite Kate Winslet in Titanic. He was the dreamboat for every single girl, so you can imagine when he popped up at COP26, heads did turn. I've got to tell you, I've interviewed Leonardo DiCaprio on quite a few occasions. He's a very striking looking man, and I don't know if you know this, but rather tall. He doesn't appear tall on camera, but I think he's about 6'2". So, it just proves how the camera does lie. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Particularly when you feel a bit tired, you know what I'm saying? But of course, back to your story, because Leonardo DiCaprio was set to be one of the big invites to Earthshot in the USA. But now he's been spotted aboard a super yacht, a gas-guzzling super yacht, which proves, of course, once again that if you're a celebrity and you're supporting green issues, you better make sure you simply don't get caught out. Now, for Leo, he was just pictured bare-chested, enjoying the sun rays, of course, unaware of what controversy he was creating back on shore. But now it's placed Kate and William in a rather difficult position, because if they invite him, no doubt this story will re-emerge once again. And if they don't invite him, of course, then he's being axed. But this is the problem with those, shall we say, signal-waving celebrities. You see so many of them, don't you? Included, of course, the former Royal Prince Harry, who basically said he has to take private jets for his own security and for his family. Forget the rest of us, we can just schlep along, of course, in the cheap seats. This is where it doesn't really click with the public. Now, as ever, I'd love to know your thoughts. Should Kate and William still invite Leonardo DiCaprio, or has he really now sunk his own boat, as we say in the North? I'd love to know your comments, and as ever, once I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.